Hello everybody and welcome back. This is part 2 of adding a database to Vectric programs. If you have missed part 1, I will leave a link in the description. So let's get started. So the job setup is not important, we're basically just going to open the database. So if you watched part 1, you learned how to turn the lights on and off, right there. Well, as we all know, every different material that you carve on requires a different feeds and speeds. Today we're going to learn how to organize it. That way we can have different feeds and speeds on different levels. If you notice, it's relatively easy to pick out your tools when the lights are on. One thing I forgot to mention is every time you add a tool, make the light come on, you need to upload it with that button right there. What that's going to do is upload it to their server. Anytime that you need your backup, you just move to the right and you can download it. After you've uploaded it a couple times, you're going to get this screen. Just simply hit yes. After a few seconds, you'll get a message saying it's complete. We are using Vectric Aspire 10.509, the latest edition as of today. And there it is. And now you have a backup file of your tool database on a server, accessible anytime. And if you need to download it, right there you'll do it. Okay, now we're going to make a few modifications to this part. If you remember in part 1 we used MDF to copy to make our master file. We're actually going to rename that and call that master tool list. But first we need to delete this one. You just want to start with a 2. We're going to rename this one. This is the master. If you ever click into it, the lights are always on. Basically what I'm going to do is separate them like tool list softwood, tool list hardwood, aluminum tool list. That way you can set different feeds and speeds on each one of them. Also, maybe you would just add certain tools to your aluminum list. That way you only have a few tools in there to find. Just a way to kind of organize stuff. And with the way we have it set up, when you add your tool, it turns the light on. which just makes it so much easier to find what you're doing or find what you need, what tool you need. And you don't have to sift through 150 different ones. Right here I'm just setting up a tool on my new list that I made. A little side note, make sure that you're uploading every time you add a light. I had issues where it kind of forgot the light, and so I started uploading each time, and I haven't had no issues since. What was happening was I'd add like 3 or 4 or 5 of them, then exit out, and I didn't upload and save it, and come back and there'd only be 1 or 2, and it was really aggravating. So I started to save it after each one. And then on each one I put different feeds and speeds depending on what I have it set for. Once again, make sure you upload after every light. It may take you some time depending on how many tools you have to enter and how many different materials you actually work with, but in the end result, you'll be very happy with it. Now I have 4 different spots for tools, one being the master file and the other 3 being the ones I can turn the lights on and off on. And each one can have different feeds and speeds, making your life a little easier when it comes time. And if you need another one, simply go through the process, add another one for your new material, and add your tools. Don't forget to upload, that's real important. After you turn on each light, upload. And over in the right hand corner right there, if you have a couple machines, you can separate them and give each one of them a name. Maybe your feeds and speeds are different for each machine. It's another way to set it up. And that about wraps it up. Appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video and share it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section.